apologize for having to do it this way, but you know, stuff comes up during life, especially during Mercury retrograde. Can we be done now? Anyway, welcome, welcome. Again, this is a pre-record, so welcome to the pre-record. I hope everybody's doing well to the beginning of this weekend. So we are going on to Shadow Alchemy Session 3, The Sacred Warrior, Boundaries, Truth, and Authentic Power. So this is an exciting class. There's a lot we're going to be doing in here. And I'm really excited to get going on it. We're working with the MORRIGAN tonight, the Fierce Protector and Truth Bearer, as you know. And yeah, let's get started. And the only thing you're going to need tonight is your journal, and if you want to light a candle or some herbs for yourself or anything like that, and a pen, because we're going to create our own sigils, which I'm excited about. So welcome back. Oliver's here with me. And remember, life is the altar, so you never know. I hope I'm uninterrupted, but we will see. Monsieur Oliver's right here, eating a bone and happy. But yeah, welcome back. Let's get started. Let's all take a nice deep breath in. Ready? Inhale through your nose. Hold. And exhale. Long week. Long week. I'm sure for all of us. Now just let your shoulders soften. Let your energy settle into this moment. You are here. You are safe. And today we continue our journey into the Shadow Alchemy. The work of transforming everything we once hid into truth, sovereignty, and power. But before we begin, I do want to do a short little recap of Session 2. I did give you guys a paper to go over and stuff, but we didn't get together, so I did kind of want to go over a few things. Session 2 helped us face a fragmented part of ourselves. I have my notes here, so bear with me. A piece we'd hidden, abandoned, or forgotten. We brought that piece home with compassion, clarity, and courage. You each received the, well, I put it on the group thing, the PDF of the recap. And I hope you all got it. If you didn't, just reach out to me and I can send it your way if you do need access to that. I'm not going to, so because you got that recap, I'm not going to go deep into it tonight, but I just want to do a quick recap. Since integrating that part of yourself, how have you been feeling? Lighter, more aware? Oh, the thing's at 333 right now. More emotional, more connected to your inner truth? How are you feeling? I'd love to know. Remember, you are safe here. You can always comment on here. I have figured out how to look at the comments finally on YouTube, and this is all private. Only you guys in the subscription with a link can see this. And feel safe in the subscription coven as well to write down how you're feeling if you do. And you don't have to. Do not feel pressured. You can do it all in your journal and on your own. Or, you know, in your own space. So anything that you have been feeling is valid. Integration moves differently for everyone. So every one of you could be experiencing different things, and there are some of you that could be experiencing the same. Now, let's transition into Session 3. Today we shift into a new form of alchemy. One that awakens the inner warrior within you. That's why I'm so excited about this one, because we all have that inner warrior within us. This is where voice, truth, and sovereignty rise together. So Session 3 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 or 5 themes here. Sacred rage, and you should have this on your worksheet. Voice reclamation, energetic protection, boundary work, truth as medicine, and sovereignty. And as you know, we're working with the Morrigan. So as we all know from our Dark Goddess Circle with working with the Morrigan, and there's some of you that already work with her, but some of you that are just learning to work with her because of our Dark Goddess Circles. And we know she is not gentle, she is not soft, and she is not here to comfort you into staying small. She's here to push you forward and bring out your courage. The Morrigan stands on the battlefield of your life, not to destroy you, but to remind you of your power that we all carry within, that sometimes we lose or we don't call back enough, and it's out there. You know what I mean? She is sovereignty. She is the truth. She is the fierce protector of your boundaries and my boundaries. And I've been dealing with her a lot lately in a good way. She's been helping me with, as you all know, one of my hardest things, which is boundaries with certain people. Teaches us that rage is not the enemy, that it's a signal. It is, and we've all felt that. A compass, it's a truth teller. Morrigan doesn't ask you to be fearless. She asks you to be honest. Honest with yourself. Honest with yourself, mostly. You know what I mean? Because the last person you will lie to is yourself. You know why? So sacred rage, it's not chaos. It's not explosive. It's not a loss of control. Sacred rage is the part of you that says, enough. It's clarity. It's sovereignty. It's reclamation. It's truth. You know, truth and shadow alchemy is a weapon and a shield. Every time you silence your truth, a piece of your contracts, a piece of you contracts is what I'm trying to say. Sorry. So that came out completely wrong. So every time you silence your truth, a piece of you contracts. Does that make sense? Every time you speak your truth with integrity, a piece of you returns home. So now I want you to take another nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I want you to think about this question. And I will give you a few minutes, have your journal ready, but I really want you to think about this. Where in my life have I been silent when my soul wanted to speak? And there may be many times, but where's that one time that stands out for you? And let these prompts guide you. Where have I abandoned my own boundaries? Where have I bitten my tongue to keep the peace? So many times for me, in so many ways. Where have I said yes when everything in my body wanted to say no? Energy the fastest. And this could be, you know, which is so hard. It could be friends. It could be, you know, sorry about my mouth. I'm parched. And where does my sacred rage live? And since you're not here in the chat, and this pre-recorded because I was going to have us talk about it, but you can still talk in here once this is live for you guys, and I can go back and look at it, I believe. If not, we can talk again in the subscription. But where does my sacred rage leave is what I was saying. And again, if you feel comfortable, share. I have been silent in, or my sacred rage arises when. And take a minute to feel that and write that down. Now the next thing I want to do is I'd like to do a throat chakra activation. Wearing blue for my throat chakra. Not that mine needs to be activated anymore. Kidding. Totally kidding. So what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes first of all. Let's close our eyes. Let's take a nice deep breath. Release. Feel yourself relax. Sink into your seat. I want you to place your hand on your throat. And take another deep breath. And when we take this deep breath, I want you to envision a blue light. I want you to envision that blue. As you guys know, I like sparkly light, bright and strong and pulsing, resting beneath your palm. So take that nice deep breath. And envision that. I almost envision like a universe, or like how you see that right out of the blue, and it's bright and strong and the pulsing. With each breath, this light expands. And I want you to say out loud or silently with me, my voice is sacred. My truth is medicine. I speak with clarity and power. Now take another nice deep breath. That felt really good. I liked it. How did you guys feel? Did that feel good for you too? Oh, I feel like I can even speak better. Now the next thing I'd also like to do is this is where we're going to create a boundary sigil for us. It's a little crafting thing that we can do. I thought this would be fun. I like making the sigils, and this is something that you can take with you. You can trace it on your skin when you need to use it with oils or anything, or you can just draw it on your skin. You can draw it anywhere. Remember, you do not need the tools. You are the tool. So you can use your finger. I do sigils in the shower. I do them all over the place. Well, you know, as needed and what they're for, but you know what I mean. So we're going to create a sigil that empowers your boundaries. So I want you to write a sentence like, my energy is protected, or my boundaries are honored, or my truth is sovereign. Whatever you feel that's called to you. I'm doing this too. And what I chose, I wrote mine down already. Mine's a little long, but I wanted something that I knew I'd really like. So mine is and you can use mine as well if you'd like to. Mine is, my energy is protected. My boundaries are honored. I wanted to use those two, that I combined them together. So my energy is protected. My boundaries are honored. Now what you're going to do once you have that written down, I know it's backwards, and I'll try to go slowly here because maybe some of you have created sigils before. Maybe some of you haven't. It's something we will be going over in Witchcraft 101. But here's a quick little thing. So what you're going to do once you have all your stuff written out is you are going to remove repeating letters. So for instance, I'm going to be removing all my M's, all my R's, all my O's, all my D's. So go ahead and cross out all your repeating letters. And I'm going to do the same with mine so I can, you know, give you guys time to do it. And what I'm doing is I'm just putting a a slash through it, so I know that that letter is not available, if that makes any sense. So take a minute to do that. Okay, so now that I crossed all mine out, what I did was, where did I forgot to circle that one. That's why it's kind of important that you circle them so you see what you have, because see, I lost it. It is. So B, P, H, U, and there it is. Okay. So see how I circled my letters that were remaining, and what I was left with was G, P, B, U, H. So out of these letters, you're going to look at these letters as shapes. I know that sounds weird, but you're going to look at these letters as shapes, and you're going to combine these letters into a sigil, so a picture. So for instance, one of my letters is a G. So let's see what we can come up with. There's my G, right? I already see what I'm going to do. I can totally see it already. I mean, I do these quite a bit, so I know. But there's my G. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my G down. I don't know how I can do this for you guys to see. Can you see this? And I can see it. Okay, so I see I can make my P out of here. See what I mean? So I can go like this. Boom. Here's my G into my P. And then I'm going to take that into the B. So if I were to do it like this, we'd go into a B. And then I'm going to continue right up into my U, basically. It looks terrible like the way I'm doing it here, but... And then, so already I got my G, P, B, U, and then I see where I'd actually like to put my H, which is gonna be, can you guys see, up here. I can't let you guys, I can't do that because that's hard for me to do it backwards, so let me just do it real quick. So that's gonna be my H, and my H is going to look like this. It's going to go down like that. So it's a lowercase h. So let me draw it. And I mean, you can do it any way you want. You're just connecting your letters basically into a shape. Does that make sense? So let me draw it to where it will actually look neater, because I kind of did some of that backwards. Into the P, down into the B, up into the U. My U looks a little weird, but I know what it is, so it's fine. Nice. So there we go. So that's what it looks like. And of course it's backwards, so you guys can't see it, but it's actually really pretty. And you can always even draw your circle around your sigil. that. If you want to draw a circle, make it look pretty like that. But there's your sigil. So you can always come back to this if you're having a hard time. Sometimes it takes a while to figure something out. I happen to have some good letters there to work with, so I really like that. So I can, like I said, when I'm going through something and I need to call on my protection and for my boundaries to be honored, I'm going to draw this, and I'm going to draw this on my left arm because I want to receive that. So remember to draw on your left arm when you want to receive, right arm when you want to give. As your right arm is your giving. So what we're going to do with this is after you get your, and like I said, it doesn't have to be now. You can come back and do this again once you figure out or draw your sigil exactly the way you want it. So what we're going to do is after you create the symbol that feels most powerful for your body, this sigil is going to become your personal boundary sigil. So it's your energetic lock, you know what I mean? Your spiritual armor. And when you want to use that, like I said, I was going to show you how to draw it, but it's really hard to do that when I just did it. So you can do it anyway. You can do it this way, you can do that way, and you can draw it when you need it. You can draw it every day, especially if it's something like the one that I chose, which was my energy is honored, my energy is protected, and my boundaries are honored. And you know, what I do sometimes to help myself remember things, and I'll say it 3 times, or I'll say it more, or I'll say it often so I can remember exactly what I have to do, if that makes any sense. So now we're going to go into, after we have our sigil, and you can do this anyway with or without your sigil, and we're going to do an energy armor visualization. It's such a hard time saying that word, visualization. And remember, this is your energetic lock, your spiritual armor, your protection to take with you. And it feels really powerful when you start getting comfortable using this and writing on your arm. As most of you know, there's a lot I've been going through this week, and I have been really working with everything that we've been working with, and it has been helping me so much. And this right here, I'm going to take further into, you know, the things that I'm working through too. It feels good. It really does. And you will feel that energetic shift of the protection and things being like whatever you chose. All right. Let me just move my notes up around here. Let me move my notes around, okay? See that behind me? Wouldn't you just love to live there? How beautiful is that? It's like a cabin in the woods. But like having coffee right out the balcony or right out on the porch every morning like that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's what it is. It's really pretty. I don't know where I put my water either. I'm parched today. Very dry in the north. Okay. Next week we will be live. It will not be a pre-record. Do not worry. Okay, so get comfortable, which I'm hoping you already are. Close your eyes. Take another nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's do 3 of those because we are going to go into a visualization. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And one more time. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Ground yourself into the ground. Feel yourself melting into the earth, becoming one, relaxing, feeling the energy. Now I want you to imagine the Morrigan standing behind you. Tall, dark wings, fierce eyes, unwavering strength. She places her hand on your back and says, "Speak your truth. Stand in your power. I am with you." Now imagine armor forming around you, made of obsidian, raven feathers, and shimmering black steel. The armor's not heavy, it is empowering. And nothing can enter without your permission. Nothing drains you, and nothing crosses your boundaries without invitation. And I want you to say, "My energy is my own. My boundaries are sacred, and my truth protects me." Nice deep breath in and release. Now we are going to go right into calling our power back. I want you to place your hands over your heart, my left and then my right over that, and repeat after me. I call my power back to me from every person, place, time, from every moment where I abandoned myself. Feel the returning, feel the strengthening. Feel your power returning into your body, into your heart, into your soul. Nobody, nothing has your permission to enter your energy field. My loves, tonight you did warrior work. You awakened your voice and you reclaimed your sovereignty. You stood in truth and you honored your power. And the Morrigan walks with you now. She will walk with you. I want you to take one last deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Place your hand on your heart again and say, "I am sovereign, I am powerful, I am protected. I speak my truth without fear. I love you." I love you guys very, very much. I'm so happy you're here with me tonight, and I am so proud of you for doing the work. You guys have come a long way. We have more to do, but you have come a long way, and I am fucking proud of every one of you. And your voice is sacred. Remember that. Remember that. I love you guys again. Thank you for joining me, and I hope this finds you well. I will be in touch with another recap that you guys will be able to do. Again, I'll send the PDF, and I will post it on the subscription group page as well. The PDF will be in the group message. For some reason, I can only put them in the group message, but I can take screenshots and put them in the group as well, so they can be seen there too. And then I will send you that recap that will be there. And then we'll move into session 4, which is the Phoenix Gate, which that one's exciting too. I love all of these. Rebirth and renewal. Rising from the ashes, embodying your transformed self. And our themes are death, rebirth, cycles, closure, liberation from patterns. And our goddess archetype is Oya. I chose her for this one, goddess of storms, transformations, winds of change. And the practices are going to be the Phoenix Flame Ritual, breath work for renewal, and a gratitude ceremony. So I'm excited about that as well. If anybody has any questions or needs any of the sheets or anything like that, let me know, and I will get that right over to you. And I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all so much. Mwah. Bye.